Yo, 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 my Star Citizens and Noob Gamers. Welcome back to another episode of Star Citizen with me, Mennings. And in today's episode, I'm just going to be doing a run that I quite like, which is Microteach 2 Crusader with some Beryl. So we hope you like this video, guys. If you do like this video, don't forget to hit that point, tickle that like button, run the intro. So a little bit of housework here, guys. The code dropping down is a code we've picked at random from our comment section. If you want your code to show in the next video, just leave a comment in the comment section if you're subscribed, and we will pick one at random. I'm sorry to everybody that we can't show everyone's codes. I just pick them at random, and hopefully one day yours will turn up. I do try and remember the ones that I have picked and don't double choose. So yeah, so there's that. So what I'm going to do today, guys, is I am going to get in my Caterpillar, which I'm trying to get in now. I was trying something earlier. There was an issue with buying some stuff at Dunborough in Microteach, and when I looked at one of the terminals, it said something's passed, arena's passed or something like that. So I came over here to see if I parked my Caterpillar over here. Could I access the terminals at Dunborough for my Caterpillar? It didn't work, so I couldn't actually get back into my Caterpillar. So I had to go and get my Spirit, and so I'm just going to go and get back into it now. And I just thought I'd leave this in so it shows you guys the struggles of me trying to get into my Caterpillar when I'm trying to land it and I can't land it because I'm stupid. So what I'm going to do is once I get into my Caterpillar, I'm going to bring up the workings out and show you just what I do when I'm looking at my cargo and trying to pick some cargo to get. And today I'm not really worried about the time over the profits. I'm just more going to be just enjoying a cargo run, picking up some cargo, and then just traveling with that cargo and going selling it. I'm not actually going to be like trying to make profit, as in this is going to be the best profit over time type of thing. It's just going to be how much I can make with the Caterpillar, with Beryl, quite a good run, especially with everybody doing the recycled material runs at the moment and earning absolute fortune. This is going to be a good run and one of my favourite things to do. So let's get into this, guys. So what I'm going to do is I've got my Caterpillar. I'm just heading off into the space. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to bring up and just see what's around the Microteach area. Just a bit of playing around there, see what's around here. So let me bring up this and this. Switch screens. Okay, so I've got my Caterpillar. So I'm over at Microteach. I'm just going to have a look what's around here. So let's have a look at some Agresium. And we can get that here at SMA 8. So that Orison only Babbage. Price difference is not going to be that much different. It's going to cost 1.2 million, which is about what I've got. I'm going to make about 290, just close to 300,000 profit, depending if where I go. And so that's Agresium. So SM8 is the one to look at here. Then we've got some acetine, maybe. We can go to SMA 6 for that, maybe. Take it to one of the gateways, we'll get about 84,000. Then we've got the Beryl, and we could go to SMA 8. And then if we go to New Babbage, we'll get about 170 for that. If we go to Orison, 323. That's a lot. It's a big difference. So if we go to Orison for that, Beryl, and the Agresium here at SMA 8, 290. So we could go to SMA 8 and that could give us a good chance at getting some stuff. So let's have a look at the actual stock levels. Look at that. Look at that. Let's look at Beryl. SMA 8. So SMA is selling Beryl and Agresium. They've got 180 Agresium and about 800 Beryl. So there's a chance of getting both here. And they buy Aphrite, distilled spirits. Ovin had 9 medical, so they buy medical supplies here at 50. Okay, so that's that. Let's have a look at other places that might sell Beryl. Microteach SM10 to Orison, we can make 345 grand profit. So let's come back on here and we'll go to SM10. So there's 30,000 there, and at 22 there's 30,000 as well. So it might be better off going to the SM10 or SM22. What else did they sell here? Acetine here as well. They sell acetine here, but you're not going to get as much for it. Okay, and 22. Make a little bit less. If we took that over to New Babbage, we're going to lose a massive amount. So we've got the Beryl. The good thing with the Caterpillar is it has a really, really fast drive in it. It takes about 5 minutes to get over to Crusader. So 22, let's have what they got over there. Acetine again, Beryl. So if we go to Acetine, and we get it from SM10, and we take it to Orison, we're going to get about 115. But we'd probably end up filling up with a Beryl anyway. So we got to Beryl and the Caterpillar SM10, which is the best price at the moment, SM10. So we're going to get the cheapest price till the highest price. It costs 1.2 million. We're going to get 1.62 million back. The profit is 345. So this is the things I would be looking at in my planning of trips. So I think that might be the run I want to do. And let's go and see, because there's going to be about 30,000 Beryl at these places, so it might be a good one to do. So let's go and make just a $250,000. Where was the best place? 10. What's the best place? Okay, so there we go. We're going to get that then. So SM10, set our route, let's go. The worst part about Microteach is the atmosphere in here. It just takes forever to get into it with the bigger ships. See, it took me absolutely ages to get into the planet from here. This is what happens with these bigger ships. In Microteach. Engines off. Coming over in a Taurus, probably wants to use the terminal as well. Let's not be here too long. It should be a lot of Beryl. It's not easy to get rid of 30,000. To got hydrogen, Beryl, 30,000, Beryl, max inventory, everything's max inventory here, and acetine as well. But the most we'll get is Beryl. We'll get most for Beryl. So let's take that, let's take 576, it's 1.276 million. 1.276 million.
Hey there.
So let's have a quick look around. It's up to you if you want to loot here, but depends on what you're doing for the game. Are you just trying to get some money? Are you trying to get some goodies? Take that, we'll take that. Always take some water and food. It's always good to have a gun, yeah. Now what I'm going to do here is I'm going to see how long it takes to get over to Crusader, where we're going to get the best prize for this now. So this Caterpillar has a really good quantum drive engine on, so I'm going to calculate or time how long it takes to get to Crusader in the Caterpillar.
Landing gear up.
I think it does 188,000 kilometers per second, something like that. What I'll do is, as I'm traveling over there, I'll show you the drive it's got in it. Let's go. So let's bring up the drive that it's got in it so you guys can see the drive it's got. So here we are on Oracle. So we've got slot 2 and this is the drive it's got in it. Let me reset it. So it's got the Pontes drive in it. It's a military grade C and it does 188,698 kilometers per second. It'll do a max distance of 89, and so it'll do Microteach at Arc Corp in 6 minutes, or 59 million kilometers in 6 minutes and 3 seconds. We are doing about 57 kilometers, so million kilometers. So it's going to be around the same. Let's have a look. 57. 5 minutes and 53. Now, if I was to upgrade this drive to have something with a better speed, say if I went to the military grade B, that would take 5:48, and the military grade A, the TS2, would take 5 minutes 36. It's not really taking that much. It's taking about 20 seconds, 25 seconds off the journey. So for the price of 97,000, it's just not worth it for the 20 seconds that you're going to be saving. It might have a better spool up time and stuff like that. So let's have a look. So that's what we've got. So the max distance is 89, it's 77 on that, so you're still going to get across Stanton in that. All this is the same. Spool up time is 4.3 on that and 5.6, so 1.3 seconds more on the spool up time. And then everything else is the same, barring the HP. In fact, there's more health points on this one than the TS2. So I just don't see the point in changing the drive on the Caterpillar. It's got a good enough drive as it is. So we're at 31 million away, and we're 2 minutes in, 2 minutes 30 in from the journey. I'm just going to leave it run so you guys can see real time the journey. So here we are, guys, coming into Crusader now, into the planet area, and the timer's on 5 minutes 29 at the moment. And there we are, 5 minutes 40 took us to get over here. Now you've got some that will take 8 minutes, 16 minutes, depending on the drives. So the standard drive in this is really, really good. The cooldown time was really quick though, you saw while I was talking. So the next thing to do now is let's get into the planet. Now I'm not too worried about time wise here. I know that I was just talking about how fast it was to get over here, but time wise, getting into the planet and stuff like that and getting the actual cargo, I'm not too bothered about. We're going to make about 350,000 profit, and you could probably do three runs maybe an hour, 4 runs an hour maybe. So you are looking at over $1 million an hour that you can earn doing this. You are putting about 1.2 million on the line each time, and obviously you need the Caterpillar, which cost about 4.6 million. But it's still one of my favourite runs, this, just grabbing Beryl, because there's so much stock of it, as you saw, 30,000. It's one of the most lucrative stocks. other than the recycled materials at the moment are those outposts, but those outposts could be dangerous, or can be dangerous, because they're in non-armistice zones, and there's demand for that keeps dropping, although earlier on there was demand for construction materials. So yeah, I think Beryl is this Beryl run is a good run for those that just want a quiet run. They don't want to be worried about being attacked at places where there's no armistice zone, making a nice profit, not putting massive amounts on the line. That sounds weird saying that. If I'd have said that 2-3 months ago, I wouldn't have said 1.2 million wasn't a massive amount of money to put on the line. But when you're looking at these recycled material runs, you're looking at about 6 million to fill up a caterpillar. Now that's a lot of money on the line. So that's now why I'm saying 1.2 million is not a lot of money on the line compared to that. So here we are, coming into Orison now. We're just hitting about the 8-minute mark. So that's it. Let's get landed. So if you ever lost coming into Orison, what you're going to look for is the one with the 4 lights over there, and it looks like a spider, loads of spider legs. I have done a video on how to find all those space stations. I'll link that up the top. So let's get this pushed up. Let's get our legs down. Let's push it. And this is one of my favourite runs because you're getting a nice profit. You're not having to put a massive amount on the line. 1.2 million is a big amount, but not compared to, like I said, the other ones. And it's a nice run in the Caterpillar. It's chilled. The Caterpillar has a nice tone to it. It takes 5 minutes to get across the system. And you're making decent profit. Now, what we could do is take something from here and go back over to Microteach. We could have a look in a minute and see what we maybe a good thing to take back, or go over to somewhere like ArtCorp or see what we can take from here to ArtCorp. That's what I would do on my run if I was doing like multiple runs. See if there's anything worth taking over to ArtCorp, and is it worth getting some stuff from ArtCorp and bringing it back here maybe. It's one of the things we could also look at. Now, there was a bug just recently, and if you called for your landing too early, it would assign you a landing but wouldn't show you where it was. So the trick here is to get as close as you can to this main building and then call for your landing. And you'll see probably, because of this type of ship I've got, it'll either be this one here or this one here maybe, because they've got big hangars. And there was a thing once where if you was looking at hangar and requested a hangar, it would generally give you the one close to you that you was looking at.
Please proceed to assigned landing bay. Thank you. and please visit again. That request has already been granted.
So it's not giving me one. As I said earlier, it does that. So what I'm doing is I'm looking to see if any of these open. What I'll do is I'll just start hanging over, see if any of them open.
That request has already been granted.
There we are. It was the one I was looking at, but it's not giving me the massive one there. It's giving me the one behind it. So I'm just going to land in now. You can set your cameras to be above you like that. I did do a video on this and I'll link that in the top now. Turn engines off.
Engines offline.
So here we are, guys. That's the Providence platform. Oh no, I think that's to get to the Providence, but I don't know where we are. I don't know where we're at. I don't know what it's called. But we're heading up to the trade and development place here to sell this stuff. Let's do this. So let's have a look. We paid for it 1.276 million. And we're going to sell it for Beryl. Very low inventory, so we'll get a good price for it. 1.622 million. So 350-ish thousand, something like that. I'll do the math in a sec. So let's have a look. So if we go for 1.622 million and we take away 1.276, and we take away 1.276 million, we are left with 346,000. So that's what we made there, 346,000. And there we go. So 1.3 million there. Sorry, 1.3, 350,000, not just short of for that run. Now, what did we expect to make? Let's have a look. So I made what we thought we was going to make, which was 345. So that was a good run. Now, what I would do is I would look what's around Orison. So what can we get from Orison to take over other places? So we could look at Agresium here. Is anything around Crusader, 141, Orison? The best place to sell it is back here. I'll go back over to New Babbage. So we go back over to New Babbage, 280,000 here. So we could go back over to New Babbage and then get some more Beryl over at New Babbage with Agresium. But we may not get enough Agresium. Let's have a look here. Agresium, submit. Yeah, we're not going to get enough Agresium because it's 50 SCU, 28 SCU, 180 SCU. So there's only 180 SCU at this place. So there's no point in going for the Agresium unless you've got a smaller ship. What about Laranite? Let's have a look. Corp to Lawville. 365 profit. If we get that one. We could get it from Tram & Myers and take that over to Lawville. But I don't think Tram & Myers is going to have that much. So let's have a look. Laranite. 250, so we'd have to get it from Bezdek or Lathan to be able to get it. So that one will be out of the question as well. And so let's have a look what else we've got going on. Igneous Root, so we can get it from Pyro Gateway, Diamond, Thurston. Gold. We could try the gold, but we're not going to get that from. We're not going to get a lot from here. Festonite at the gateways. We could maybe go to one of the gateways, make 200 profit, get over to New Babbage, make 200 coming back. So these are what we've got to look at, stuff like this. So yeah, there's nothing really other than gold, or maybe going for Festonite up at one of the gateways or one of the places up there. Acetines, have a look here. Again, it's just better getting that over at Microteach. So we could go for what could we go for? We could go for acetine, I think. It's actually getting better getting it at Microteach. Microteach, best we get that Microteach. There's nothing really good for this back run apart from maybe the Festonite, maybe. I think the Festonite is our best bet. But I'm not going to do this run. I'm just showing you basically what I would look at next while I'm over here. So, because there's a lot of Laranite over at ArtCorp area, maybe we could have gone to ArtCorp instead. So, say we took Beryl and instead we went from SM10 to ArtCorp or Lawville. Now, Lawville, 311, so would have made about 30,000 less going over to Lawville. But it would have been a less trip, so we would have got there quicker. We would have made about 40 grand less. But then while we're over at Lawville, we could look at then Laranite or something like that over at Lathan or Bezdek to take over back to Lawville again. Or we could look at going back to New Babbage and picking up some more. So you sort of got to look at that for your round trips. Meds, could look at maybe some meds from Crusader, stuff from Hicks here. And then head over to New Babbage or somewhere like that. Where's the best one on here? Where it's actually still Lawville admin there. But you can only sell a certain amount. We would get 200 and something for that. So yeah, 201. So that's what I would be looking at, is just different things like what can I take to the next place. And a Festonite would be a good one. If we went up to one of the gateways, that could be a good one. So if I was to look at the gateways, so Pyro's would give us 289 to Orison or to New Babbage. Probably I want to go back to New Babbage to pick up some more. Beryl. So I'd probably go over to Pyro Gateway or Terra Gateway, depending on which one was closest. And we would make about 250 profit. There are not much difference in the price on these. And we'd want to go to New Babbage. And you'd probably only lose about 20,000, but you're doing a round trip, so it's a better thing to do. So what we would have to do is look at which one's closest. I know there's going to be enough stock of Festonite, so we'd have to look at which one was closest to us. So to do that, we would bring up our thing and we went Crusader. So the nearest one's going to be Pyro here. Or we could jump over to Terra here. We could either go here to here or here to here. So that is going to be 38,000 away. and that one's going to be 70,000 away. So we go here maybe, because we'd fuel up, go here, and then over to here, and you're probably looking at probably around 10 minutes for the jumps. You could just go straight back over to Microteach with nothing and then come back, but it depends on what you want to do playing the game. Do you want the fun of just cargo trucking? If you do, then I would go to one of these two places maybe next, or head over to Art Corp, maybe see if we can get some Laranite maybe, or over to Hurston or something like that. But yeah, maybe just to Stanton Pyro jump or to Stanton Terra jump, pick up some Hephaestonite, and then over to Microteach from there is probably what I would do from that one then. So yeah, so that's the one of my favourite runs, is doing the Microteach with Beryl over to here, or even just looking at the site, that the aUEC site, and just having a look at what's around. And you know, sometimes Beryl might be better getting Beryl from, it might be better off just, you know, sometimes Beryl might be actually cheaper to buy it, you know, over at ArtCorp one day. It just depends, you just got to go through. And so I just like doing these runs like that and just choosing some of these commodities. Like some days I might just want to go and do Hephaestonite running, I may want to go from Pyro Gateway to Orison, or Terra Gateway, which is close to Lawville, and maybe do that and get some runs in that at 200,000. So yeah, sometimes it just depends really on the mood I'm in. But that's one of my favourite runs, is just doing that stuff like that. So we hope you like this video, guys. If you did like this video and you got something useful out of it, don't forget to take that point, to tickle that like button for us. Don't forget to hit the bell and subscribe notification. We've got some videos planned that I want to do, and me and Kilthanis are going to do an end of year review video of us talking. So yeah, don't forget to tune in for those ones, guys, when they come out. It's been a hectic Christmas period for us, and I want to now get back into doing some more live streams and some more recordings. I'm going to try and up my live stream schedule as well. So yeah, so keep posted, guys, and we'll see you guys out in the verse.